Lo Shu Grid, a premium calculating method in the field of numerology. Lo Shu Grid is based on ancient Chinese concept of Feng Shui. People consider that Lo Shu is numerological part. No, it is a Feng Shui related operator. Lo Shu Grid was embedded on the back of a tortoise who appeared in a river after a sacred ritual was performed. Har Har Mahadev. Lo Shu Grid, a premium calculating method in the field of numerology. A method, or we call it as ancient method, by which you can calculate your prosperity level, which indicates the direction and the prosperity. Lo Shu Grid is based on ancient Chinese concept of Feng Shui. Lo Shu Grid is a grid by which you can analyze the quadrants of the nature, the angles or the direction in which you can find your prosperity, prosperity of life, prosperity of progeny, prosperity of knowledge. It is a grid of 9 segments. These are the 9 positions in which you can define yourself, or you can find out where you should be. The concept of the Lo Shu is based on Feng Shui. Feng Shui, like Vastu, is a sacred knowledge center. As we study Vastu in India, Feng Shui is a science of ancient Chinese tradition. Feng Shui has just a mirror image of Vastu. The grid that we are discussing is based on Pythagorean concept that is brought together by the Feng Shui, or vice versa. As you can see on the screen, the Lo Shu Grid is shown. There are numbers arranged in it: 4, 3, 8, 9, 5, 1, 2, 7, 6. This is the arrangement of Lo Shu. In Lo Shu, or in ancient Chinese tradition, there was elemental description. Make yourself reminded, the Lo Shu is not the part of numerology. People consider that Lo Shu is numerological part. No, it is a Feng Shui related operator. In ancient China, predictions, astrology, numerology were very evident. The Lo Shu has a ancient tradition and story connected with the prosperity of the China. Lo Shu Grid was embedded on the back of a tortoise who appeared in a river after a sacred ritual was performed. Since then, this operator is used for the prosperity. Lo Shu Grid is a connection of elements. In this grid, wood element, metal element, earth element, along with the fire and water is taken. As you can see on the screen, number 3 and 4 represents wood. Number 7 and 6 represents metal. Number 2, 5, 8 represent earth. Number 9 represent fire. And number 1 represents water. When we say fire, water, wood, earth, metal, it is not in the physical meaning. When we look at the metal in the physical meaning, it's just a metallic property. But in Chinese tradition, metal means deeper. which is deeper beneath the earth, which is very difficult to get easily. In metal also, there is number 7 and 6. 7 means those metals which are very flexible, which are very soft, easily available, tender. But 6 means those metal which are difficult to approach. Harsh metal, hard metal, which you need to dig deep. Likewise, when we say wood, number 3 and 4 represents wood. Number 4 represents those wood twigs which are easily available. Loose twigs, soft twigs, fallen twigs. But number 3 means hard wood, strong wood, high wood, which is not easily available. So whenever we look at the chart, number 3 and number 6 represents something which is difficult to approach. 3 represents wood, but it is higher, difficult to approach. 6 is something which is difficult to approach. Number 4 is easier in approach. Number 7 is easier in approach. As you know, number 369 represents your luck quotient, but it is difficult to approach. Likewise, in Loshu as well, 369 is something you need to find out, which comes to you after the effort is made or hard work is made. You are lucky because you have done something or your parents have done something. Wood and metal are in extreme two corners, extreme two perspectives. They are separated by number 2, 5, 8, and that is earth. These 3 sequences represents different type of earth. Number 2 is very soft, emotional earth, soft earth, on which anything can grow easily. 8 is type of earth on which hard work is required, harshness is required, and you have to survive to flourish at the place of earth. The 8 number is that earth that connects with you with the hardships and hard work. 5 is the base, 5 is the ground, 5 is the common area. Above the earth plane is 9, below the earth plane is 1. The earth plane gives a platform. Above this platform is fire, because fire rises upwards. It gives you the instinct to go higher. In Feng Shui, 9 represents the will, the strong effort, the motivation, the boost, the masculinity. The 1 represents water. 1 in Numerology is sun, but in Feng Shui it is water. Water means water-like quality, to be persistent. I told you that Feng Shui is an indicative science. It indicates something which is persistent, something which is on the routine, on the daily basis. That is 1. Be constant, be precise, be there. Follow the routine. That's 1. This is development of Loshu. We analyze any personality on the basis of these characteristics. As you can see in the chart, the directions are also related with the content. The 9 represents the southern direction. 1 represents the northern. 3 is the eastern and 7 is the western. In between them, there are diagonals. All the even numbers are placed on the edges and the corners. And the central number, either it is 9, 7, 1 or 3 are the odd numbers. In a way, it is explained that when you want to centralize your life, you want to hold the pillars of life, you should have the characteristics to go beyond the odds. People who like to play even all the time get cornered or want to stay in the corners. Loshu Grid is the perspective of life. Loshu Grid is the perspective of mind. Perspective of life and mind results in prosperity. When your mind and life are in sync, you are prosperous. When your life is going somewhere and your mind is going somewhere, the resultant is absurd. Loshu Grid has got meanings. As you can see in the chart, TWAMEP, thought, will, action, mental, emotional, practical or physiological. These are the planes in which we read some personality. These are the ways in which we read the predictions or make the predictions. In upcoming videos, we'll be sharing more and more information about the grid, about the reading of this grid. I hope this video will help you in some way. This video will help you to read and understand the Loshu's basic elements. Thank you so much. God bless you. Har Har Mahadev.